What's up? It's just Gems. And we have Bishop Nathanyel on the screen from Israel United in Christ. And he did an interview recently with Viral Hip Hop News. And he was reacting to Jonathan Greenblatt, the CEO of the ADL, Anti-Defamation League. I did a video about that yesterday. And the topic of Black Jews and the Hebrew Israelites came up, and Jonathan Greenblatt had made some statements that were incorrect according to several people in my comments and Bishop Nathanyel. So I'm going to play just a clip from yesterday that I posted with Jonathan Greenblatt, and then I'm going to post the Viral Hip Hop News video.
Other communities like the Black Hebrew Israelites. Now, there's a range of practice even among Black Hebrew Israelites. There's a large community of them in Israel who identify as Jewish in a traditional way. And then you have the guys in Times Square who observe in a way that's not so traditional, I would say.
They would say y'all aren't Jews. They would say white people are not the original Jews, basically.
Correct. Yeah. And look, they're entitled to their beliefs until that justifies shooting Jewish people with pellet guns on Staten Island. Or like, this is December. 3 years ago, December 2019, 2 Black Hebrew Israelites went into a kosher supermarket in Jersey City and killed 3 people because they said they weren't real Jews.
Wow.
Shot them cold dead in a kosher supermarket. So again, you're entitled to believe whatever you want. I think we need to recognize that rhetoric can have real world consequences.
Now that was Jonathan Greenblatt from the ADL on Breakfast Club talking to Charlemagne. Now here we have Bishop Nathanyel from Israel United in Christ, and he's speaking to Viral Hip Hop News.
I know when we talked about it behind the scenes, it was like, whoa, we couldn't believe he said that and kind of just left that open like that. What did you think about? What do you think about his comments and just how they're moving overall?
It was damage control. Damage control to sully the Israelites. That's what the whole thing was about. See, people think that what Kanye and Kyrie did was a little thing. But the statement that we are Semitic, the statement that we are the Jews, the 12 tribes, inflames white society. Because why? That means we are God's people. And the Bible talks about the resurrection of the Israelites and the return of the true king. So now, let's get to Jonathan Greenblatt. He made the statement that said that he said the Israelites caused, that because of our rhetoric, Black people are shooting. There was 2 people in New Jersey, a father and son, that was shot with pellet guns. That was the first thing he said, because I saw it. But guess what? I don't know if we have the image of who shot the 2 people in Jersey. It was a Caucasian. And a Caucasian shot, that's him right there. What do you mean the Israelites did this? We didn't do this, you lying Jonathan Greenblatt. You liar, you. Then the next line, he always goes back 3 years and says, well, in Queens, I forgot where it was, 3 years ago, 2 Black people went into a grocery store and shot 3 people and said, because you're not the real Jews. That's a lie. And I challenged Jonathan Greenblatt, produce the evidence that it was Israelites. You know why I challenged them so good? Because the FBI and the NYPD did an investigation. And I sat down with them and videotaped the conversation. And they said, we know it wasn't Israelites. But it's protocol. We have to cover all areas. So Jonathan Greenblatt, use a liar, use a mamza. Use a liar, the Bible speaks.
Strong words by the bishop, but sounds like they were well deserved, because he just proved the 2 incidents that Jonathan Greenblatt got on the platform and shared with the world from the Breakfast Club were both lies. That first incident was a white guy. Do you think he didn't know that? But see, he's not going to get on any platform and say, oh, I was mistaken. So he just sat up there and bold-faced lied to the audience and made it seem like Hebrew Israelites are some kind of hate group, like they have already labeled them as. But this is for the Black people that's listening in the audience that haven't done any research, may have not been exposed to the Israelite, and that will make them feel like, oh, I don't want to be no part of them. They out there shooting people and all of that. It's not about what's true. It's about the agenda. And the agenda is to keep people from learning anything about the Israelites and who the Israelites are. So the next incident, he said, he also talked to the detective, and the detective said that the crime wasn't committed by Israelites, Hebrew Israelites. And I was reading the articles, and they said that these people had some anti-Semitic views and had showed interest in the Black Hebrew Israelites. So showing interest means what? I can show an interest in being law enforcement and hold any view I want to hold, and they still won't say, well, she showed interest in being a police officer, but she had some views that were different, or she went off and did this, but hey, at one time she showed interest in or being a priest. That doesn't bring any negativity to actual priests. That doesn't bring negativity to actual policemen because I showed interest. But this is what they do to tie things along, just like they did with the young man Noah Green, who allegedly rammed his car into 2 Capitol police officers a couple of years ago, or was that last year? And they tried to tie him into Farrakhan because he followed Farrakhan on his Facebook or whatever. So this is what they try to do to demonize anybody they think is a quote unquote leader in the Black community that wants to see a change and for people to break away from the matrix that they have us in. So I just wanted to share these perspectives with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.